Hey guys, it's Thompson Outdoors. Just making a quick, easy tutorial video to show you guys something. I used to trap back in the day, and we used to have traps that we had a lot of problems trying to get open because they were so rusted shut, found in the mud and water, and just wouldn't open at all come about the time we needed to use them. But what we would really do with them is we'd put them all in the bathtub, put a lot of hot water over them, and then put a thing of vinegar all over them as best we could. But a thing of vinegar nowadays is only like $2-3, hardly for that, for maybe a half gallon to a gallon, no problem. But essentially what I was thinking, because most of my fishing hooks after the year when I put them away usually have a lot of rust over the hooks from the moisture that are trapped within them when I close the tackle boxes. Well, usually when I go to open them back up, they got rust all over them, and I really don't have the time to go through and switch out hooks every time I go fishing, even though technically you should. But an easy way to get by for the time being is what I had pretty much figured out. If you put some hot water in a cup, put some vinegar in it, put your crankbaits, or even take off the hooks and put them in there. The vinegar doesn't even hook or damage any of the paint at all on any crankbaits, because I've done this a few times here and there. But essentially what you'd want to do is just put some hot water in some cups or bowls, whatever you want to do it. Put some vinegar in it. It doesn't take a whole lot, a little goes a long ways. But what that vinegar does is it eats away that rust and stuff that's all over your hooks and metal parts and components on your lures. And it's a quick, easy, cheap way to get by until you can get a hold of some more hooks to switch them out. I wouldn't say rely on a liquid to help you get by and may or may not lose a fish because of the rust on a hook. But essentially what that vinegar does is it eats away a majority of that rust and usually doesn't damage it. I haven't really had any problems even without changing hooks out. It's not really a thing for me, but if you didn't really notice, this little spinner bait right here, or what they usually call the spoon, that whole silver side was completely rust about an hour ago. I set that in there for about an hour, and I was able to wipe majority of that off, no problem. I've had a couple of my other crankbaits in here, some deep divers, and this hook right here was completely covered in rust. It almost looks brand new, all over an hour. This other one I just got to go through and wipe it all off, and it's still be good. Usually a good thing to go by is if you go through and try cleaning up all these hooks, try pulling on them a few, and if you're able to really, I guess, break them, per se, be careful doing it. If you can break them, I'd definitely change them out. That's without a doubt right there. But just for a simple, easy fix to get by for temporary, because it's pretty much end of season for me right now with winter on the way. But I can still go out and hit a few spots with crankbaits and get stuff. But those simple things right there will get me by for a while. Almost all the rust is pretty much easy peel off right there. So if you ever get in a hitch where you just want to try and get by temporarily and you got a lot of rust on pretty much any steel components that have rust on them, you can do this with it and it'll get rust off of it. This can even go for automotive parts too, and it does the same thing. So obviously not going to be perfect. Easy, cheap, simple. Vinegar and hot water. There you go. So I hope this video helps y'all. Have a good one. Smash that subscribe button. Hopefully throughout winter time I'll have some more videos down for you. Thanks for watching.